Hi, I'm John from the Green Team in Morecambe and Lonsdale, and I'm here again with Phil Chandler. How you doing, Phil?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. So, what's happened since last time? We've been, we both attended the protest. Well, it wasn't a protest. It was.
Yes, I don't know. It's interesting. Some people said it was a noisy protest. I thought, well, I'm not sure I saw the noisy protest, but no, it was the divestment, the raising the profile about.
The ethical investments campaign.
Encouraging the university to change its investment policy, move away from investment in fossil fuel companies and arms. I think it's sort of a major focus. Major focus on the fossil fuels, isn't it? But so we stood around, got called up in Alex Square for a while, tried to get people to sign petitions, and a few people did. Thank you.
You were very good at that.
Scared them into sign this.
It was well commented.
So yeah, but that's definitely, I think, worthwhile doing. I think the good thing about that was just showing to the university that there is actually quite widespread support. I mean, actually, in terms of the number of people we asked and the number of people who signed, I'd say probably, well, at least 50-50, I thought, of those who asked actually did sign, or, sort of, we're not anti what we were talking about.
A lot of people had already signed that I came across as well.
Right.
So that was a thing.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that is that it seems to me almost a no-brainer. I mean, especially considering that ethical investments often outperform in the long run, because there's some evidence to suggest that. And if the university is putting up wind turbines and things like that, it seems to make sense that they would pursue.
Well, it makes a more coherent policy, doesn't it? I mean, I think the university is pretty serious in lots of areas. There's definitely a lot of people on campus who are serious about the green agenda. So yeah, I mean, it's about trying to follow that in all the areas that you can, really.
Yeah. And sort of the other thing we were doing was on Saturday, was the day after, something which was kind of completely the other end of the spectrum. We went from talking about investment and large corporations to physically going out and litter picking. How did you find that?
Yeah, no, it was a good event. Yes, that was David Fleet, who's standing as the councillor for Skirton, one of the Skirton wards. So he organised the litter pick down next to the river, and actually I think we were pretty lucky with the weather. We didn't get rained on. It's one of those things, isn't it? Litter pick. It's in some ways it's not perhaps what everybody chooses to do, but when you get a group of people out working together on something, it's a good crack. And I think at the end of it, you look at it and go, well, that looks a heck of a lot better than it did when we arrived a couple of hours ago. So they're good things to do. Those.
Yes, absolutely. So we should probably talk a bit about policy, or our theme of the week, which is going to be energy. So there's a report come out in the Lancaster Guardian about tidal energy.
Yeah, brilliant. The Lancaster Guardian, they picked up on this really well. Sort of obviously taking a strong interest in it. I think what kicked it off was a member of the local Green Party, Mo Kelly. She organised an event at the Story a few weeks back now, where we had a lecture about sort of research going on at Lancaster University into tidal energy, and one of the things that came out of that was just how the northwest is a key area, perhaps the key area in Western Europe for around tidal, and he was particularly talking about tidal and wave energy. So yes, and the Lancaster Guardian's picked up on that really well, looking at what might be the possibilities for this area.
Yeah, that's obviously really interesting in Morecambe and Lonsdale, because you've got a lot of scope there, and energy is quite a big issue, obviously, with the power plant and sort of what's going to happen after that. It seems like something which could be viable. So.
Yes, I think so. I mean, from my point of view, I think, well, there's obviously the basic point is that we have to move away from our reliance on fossil fuels, sort of if we stand any chance of, sort of avoiding catastrophic climate change. But I think what I find particularly exciting about, in terms of Morecambe and Lonsdale, is how it's also could be a really exciting opportunity. I mean, we have a long tradition, both of energy in the energy field in general, and that's continuing, with the offshore wind power. But also, we have a very long and distinguished sort of tradition of engineering around the bay, and I think sort of it seems to be like so it seems to be. An obvious direction to go in, really, is with the right investment, that engineering skill could be repurposed, redirected towards the area becoming an international centre for development research production of renewable energy, particularly tidal and wave. I mean, the Irish Sea, you know, sort of just by its nature, is because it's a fairly shallow sea. There's plenty of wind, so wave power is, you know, could be a key avenue there. And yes, tidal, of course. We have one of the highest tidal ranges around the coast of the UK. So yeah, it just seems a very obvious and potentially very exciting direction that we could go in this area.
Fantastic. So, I mean, beyond sort of the grand kind of talk of energy policy and things like that, is there anything which is going on at the moment in Morecambe and Lonsdale?
Ooh, things. Well, the crowdfund is still going. We're getting very close. I must admit, I hadn't actually looked at it this morning, but as of last night, we're at 875, I think it was. So, I mean, a big thank you to everybody who has so far pledged, and if you haven't, please do. What else have we got coming up? We're hoping to have our first meeting of sort of local Green Party, sort of north of the river, so Morecambe and Lonsdale side of the river. That's being planned, and information will be going out about that very soon. March the 10th, I think I'm right in saying. So having a get together, of hopefully people who might be interested in getting involved in the campaign, and definitely hopefully will vote. What else have we got?
Bus tour?
Oh yes, bus tour, yes. So Greens Go Mad in Lonsdale. Yes, there's. I don't think we've actually nailed down the date, but in April sometime we're going to hopefully go out, and whoever wants to join us, go for a bus tour using scheduled buses. You know, jump on buses, buy ourselves our day rider, and go around, visit as many parts of the constituency as we can. Hopefully, perhaps meet up with local members, council people who are standing for the council, and just generally trying to get the message out there a bit. And also, if anybody's listening, hustings. Don't seem to be any hustings organised yet in Morecambe and Lonsdale, so if there's anybody who might fancy giving it a go, we can't obviously organise it ourselves, but you know, it's a good thing to do, to give people a chance to meet the candidates, ask questions. So yeah, it'd be great if anyone's planning on it, go for it.
Excellent. Well, look forward to it. It's been good talking to you, Phil.
And you. Cheers.
How's that?
You're having it?
You're just like, let's do this.